Good morning, friends. Today is Monday, September 19th. The lighting in here is terrible. My name is Marissa Coleman. I am a second grade teacher. This is my first year in the classroom, and this is a week in my life. Hey guys, the lighting in here is so bad. Today is Talk Like a Pirate Day, so I am dressed like a pirate. I will show you my full costume soon. I'm about to head into the building and get started for the day. I have a cold. I was so sick yesterday, and I'm still not feeling 100% today. So that's fun. And I know this is controversial, going to school while sick, but you need to understand, I'm a first year classroom teacher. This is the beginning of the third week of school. I'm well enough to function. The cold has gone through almost all of my students in the class already. And I don't have sub plans ready for the third week of school. I have sub plans ready for like once I'm a month in and my centers are all set, but I wasn't ready for today. So here we are. So let's go get started. Hey guys, I'm in class now. Fortunately, they had some other decorations for me to wear. So I look amazing. I look so good. And this is driving my eye crazy. Oh, okay. So I have a few things to get ready today. I didn't get in here as early as I was hoping. So I'm just going to be getting ready for today. And then we'll see where we're at. So I will catch up with you soon. Hey guys, it's Wednesday. Okay, so let me fill you in. Halfway through the day on Monday, I just couldn't hang anymore. I was so sick, so clammy, so fatigued. So I called in sick. I wrote some last minute sub plans, called in sick, and went home. Then I stayed home on Tuesday as well. Wrote some sub plans Monday night for that, and took a day off yesterday, got a lot of rest. And then this morning, I'm feeling much better, but I do still have kind of a cough and some congestion, but I'm not feeling the clammy or the fatigue anymore. So anyway, so I'm going back to work today. So I'm driving in. I had therapy this morning, and now I'm driving in to school right now. I have a meeting with my team, and then we've got our Wednesday ahead of us. We have library today, and it is early release, so kids will go home an hour early, but it's not teacher directed, it is building directed, so we will be meeting with my principal and our building. So I'll bring you along with me. Sorry to have you lose out. I was going to try and film a little bit yesterday, but I just was not feeling right. So I just took some rest. But anyway, let's go. Hey guys, it is now Wednesday night. Today was pretty crazy. So I just got home. Let's see. So today my classroom was in fantastic shape. When I got back in there, I had the best substitutes. I've listed them both as preferred subs so that I can have them again. I wish I could show you my sub plans because I'm really proud of them. And if I find a way to do that with all of the information redacted, I will. But I have like just a generic sub plan that I use so that I have very little prep. Unfortunately, my kiddos have not started their centers yet. I'm hoping to have those up and running in the next couple weeks. But once those are up and running, then my sub plans will be set, and I will basically not have to do anything whenever I need a sub. So that'll be really nice. I did spend an hour on them on Monday night for Tuesday, just because centers haven't started. So I had to do a little extra prep. But it worked out really well. The sub said that all of my plans were great and my slides were great. She had a little trouble loading them, but it went well. Anyway, that was a tangent, sorry. But anyway, my classroom was in really great shape. I had a little trouble talking today. Now I'm doing much better. But this morning, I had a hard time. I had to talk pretty quietly, and my kiddos were really chatty, so that was kind of frustrating. But I had a hard time talking because I would keep coughing if I talked too loudly or too much. But we did, so let me tell you our daily schedule because it's great. So in the morning, the kiddos arrive, they put their backpacks away, then they come greet me at the door. They can choose either hug, fist bump, or wave, all of which avoid direct palm and finger contact because fist bump is a fist, wave is no touching, and then hug, we just avoid germies. So they greet me at the door, then they get started on their morning work, which I believe I linked that morning work in my last video. But if you did not get a copy of it or did not see my last video, let me know and I will send you the link because it is amazing. It's got morning work for the entire school year. It's fantastic, no prep. So they get started on their morning work. They move their magnet to their lunch choice so that I can take attendance and lunch count. Once, then we do announcements and then we go over the morning work. I show a couple student examples of what they did. And then I pull up the morning meeting slide. I play the song on the slide and I go around and I tap the desks of students that are sitting quietly and ready to join us at the rug. At morning meeting, we go through the weather, the day of the week, the day of the month, the schedule for the day, and then we do a quick pass, which is where I ask a would you rather question and they quickly go around the circle and answer with their option that they chose. I have a little talking piece named George the Giraffe. The kids have lost that privilege though for a few days because they were pretending to punch it, and that's not how we treat George. So, and they were throwing him and he does not like to be thrown. So I just had them raise their hands on which option they wanted because they were very chatty and they couldn't handle George. So then our school uses Character Strong for our social and emotional learning. So then we have a discussion about the social and emotional learning subject of the month. This month we are doing respect. So we did that. Then they go back to their seats and we use Amplify CKLA as our ELA curriculum. If you use Amplify CKLA, please comment below and let me know because I would love to pick your brain about how you are teaching your skills lessons. So anyway, we do our knowledge lesson for CKLA, which is kind of like, it's like a combination of ELA and social studies. So right now we're studying Tall Tales. Last week we did fairy tales. We'll also be going through the War of 1812, Greek mythology, ancient Asian civilizations, things like that, and looking at literature about those topics. So we read about John Henry this morning, working on the CNS railway? I can't remember. But we did that. And then we have specials. Kiddos went to library today. So I have 2 days of PE, which are only 30 minutes, 1 day of art, which is an hour, and 1 day of music, which is an hour, and then library, which is 45 minutes. So today we had library. So after that 45-minute window, we do current events. So I go to dogonews.com and we just read a couple of the articles and discuss them together as a class so that we're up to date on current events around the world. On my PE days, after one day we do a mystery science lesson, and on the other PE day we do a writing lesson. And that takes us to that full hour that the other specials take us to. Then after that, I do my CKLA skills lesson, the first portion of it, which is where we just work on our phonics and phonemic awareness. Then we go to lunch. Then after recess, I pick them up. Then we do math for an hour. And I'm working on implementing our math rotations pretty soon here, which is where I'll be pulling half my class, my higher students, I'll be pulling my higher students first, teaching them the concept in a quicker pace, and then getting them started on some enrichment activities. And then I'll be pulling my lower students and teaching them their math lessons so that I can spend a little more time with them and give them more support and help that they need, and give them a little more attention. So that's our math block for the hour. Then they go out to recess. Then they come back and we have a short window that we finish our CKLA skills lesson and we do the decodable reader together. Then we have the last hour of the day we spend doing our ELA rotations, which is what I'm still working on implementing. I think I'm going to introduce word work activities tomorrow. Today was early release though, so we didn't have that last hour. So we finished after the end of the CKLA lesson. Then we do our jobs, our afternoon jobs, clear out our mailboxes, put up our chairs, clean up the floor, pick up trash, and then we all sit on the rug. Then we kind of have like a recap of the day, talk about behavior things we need to work on as a class, things we did well as a class, and then dismissal. So that's our day. So anyway, today was a pretty good day. Kids were chatty. I've got a lot of desk hiders. Also, if you have desk hiders in your class, please let me know how you cope with that. I was talking to my district mentor today, and she suggested that as long as they're being safe and listening under their desk, not to pay it too much attention to avoid getting in a power struggle. But my problem is that they're not participating when they're under their desk in the activities that we're doing. And so they're missing out on learning, and it just encourages more desk hiders. So I had one of my teammates suggest that I move my calm corner to the back of the room instead of the front, but it's on like the front side of the room by my desk. So I feel like it's a good location because then I can provide extra support to the student if I'm near my desk. I don't know. Drop in the comments if you have any suggestions or thoughts that you'd like to provide me with. Yeah, so that was our day. So after work, I went and picked up, I'm about to get on my soapbox of love because I love the Safeway app. OMG. If you have a Safeway near you, you must do this. Okay, this is not sponsored. Safeway has a free app. You can go on the app and order all your groceries, which is great because I can just do it when I'm sitting at home, hanging out with my family. I can think about what I want. I can add things into the app while I'm remembering things that I'm going to put on the next grocery order. I can look for deals. And it's great. And then you can also look at meal plans. And so they have all these different recipes, all these different meals. So you can try new foods or new meals, and you click on it and you just add it to your meal plan, and it will grab all the ingredients from Safeway and put it in a list. And if you pick multiple meal plans, it'll merge ingredients to like save you money. And then you look on the list and you just add the things to your shopping list that you don't already have at home. And it's so great. You get to try new meals. And then, so once you've bought everything, so I just picked up my grocery order after work today, so I need to go put away my groceries. And so when you're ready to cook, you push start cooking when you go into the app and go to your meal plan, and it gives you the recipe and everything. It is so great. So tonight, I think we're having like shrimp fajitas or something. So it'll be good because we really need to mix up our dinners at my house. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing now. I'm going to be trying like a couple new dinners every week from Safeway. So that's awesome. So my husband is out at a curriculum night for my oldest stepdaughter, and she's with him, I think. And then my younger stepdaughter and my daughter are with their aunt, and he's going to bring all three girls home. They'll be here about 7. It is almost 5:30 right now, so I'm going to go put groceries away, look up how long it's going to take to make dinner so I can time it with when they get home, get some things done around here, get a little bit of work done, and we'll see where we're at. So let's go unload groceries. All the groceries are put away. I put the recycling in my car so I can drop that off tomorrow. Everything is stocked. I love when our house is stocked with food. So nice. I'm gonna go ahead and make those chicken fajitas for dinner, or shrimp fajitas for dinner, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, I am here at work. It is Thursday, September 22nd. We are about to get started on our day. Kiddos have PE today, which means that I have a shorter planning time. So I gotta make sure I get some things done this morning. Last week we had a class of 4th graders invite my class to come down and play with some arcade games that they'd made out of like cardboard and string and tape and stuff like that. And they had so much fun. So today for our writing lesson after PE, we are going to write them some thank you notes. So I've got to go prep those. So let's go. We'll talk in the car. Hey friends, let's have a chat. So it is the end of the day on Thursday, September 22nd. It was a really pretty day today. It still is. It's gorgeous outside. Very sunny, very mild. Oh, today was a hard day though. I was very overwhelmed. My kids were really chatty and very tattletale-y and very I don't want to participate. We had a lot of those attitudes today. I had to move a kid in the middle of the day to a new table because there was just so much bickering going on. But more than that, I am just feeling so overwhelmed. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still love this job. We're only 3 weeks in. There's a lot of time to learn and grow and get better. But man, there's a lot on my plate. I mean, I swear, I was telling my teammate this today. I sit down for planning time and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have like 7,000 things I need to do or get started on or create, and then all of a sudden planning time's over. And I have to, I have a family, so I leave at contract time. On Thursdays and Fridays, I arrive at contract time because of the schedule we have for my stepdaughters getting to school. And so I don't have time to do all of these things, like logging every single behavior and logging every single parent communication and planning and implementing my centers and mastering the curriculum and managing classroom behavior and perfecting all of my routines and grouping my students and differentiating for my students. And it's so much that we ask of teachers to accomplish in one day within their contract time. It's crazy. So I've just been feeling pretty small today. I like to be really good at the things that I do. I like to be like one of the best. And I just don't feel good at this yet. But that's always what I tell my students to add. When we say we can't something or we're not good at something, we always add yet. I can get good at this. I just need to keep practicing and keep trying every day and doing my best and making simple to-do lists that are manageable. Prioritizing, that's a big one. Staying organized. So, I'm just excited to go home and spend some time with my family and get some rest before tomorrow. Luckily, tomorrow's a longer planning day, so hopefully I can get some more things done. But I always plan so much for my long planning days that, like, hardly any of it gets done. So frustrating. So I can't take anything else onto my plate. I just can't. At any other committee or assignment or responsibility, I just have to stick with what I'm on. And I'm on the equity committee at my school this year, but I'm thinking about jumping off because I just have so much I have to do. So, I mean, it's nice to have a little extra income, but I don't know. I gotta think about it. Yeah, so anyway, this weekend I'm going to be diving into the curriculum because that's a high priority. I really want to start getting good at the curriculum and understanding what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And so I'm going to work on that this weekend. That's my top priority for that. And then, yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm so tired. My brain is fried. And I kind of lost it today. I didn't lose it, but I did use my mom voice, which my teammate informed me is completely fine. So that made me feel better. But I had a kid run into my room in the middle of me teaching and go, "Someone turn the lights off in the bathroom." And we have had such an issue with kids turning lights off in the bathroom while kids are going to the bathroom in there. And I just walked over to the bathroom because it's right outside my room. I said, "Look, if you are playing with the lights, you need to stop it now." And I was just very stern. And I think a couple of those kids were glad they were on the toilet because I think I would have made them pee their pants. So that was very scary. So anyway, that happened. And then when we went to afternoon recess, I just plodded, is the best word I can think of for it. I plodded around the playground and just walked off all the frustration. I love walking. I'm like my mother. She likes walking too. Yeah. So anyway, gonna go home. I gotta drop off this recycling that's in the back of my car at the recycling center. Gotta go make my husband's dessert for his birthday coming up. And, maybe make dinner. And then I think we're gonna go to our family friend's volleyball game tonight at the high school. So yeah, I'll check in with you soon. Hey guys, happy Friday. Today is Friday, September 23rd. I just got to work. One of my contacts is freaking out, so that's why I'm blinking a lot. So, still have a bit of a cough, but I'm feeling a lot better. I am meeting with the parent this morning to help them get onto the Clever app. We use Clever as a school district, and it's awesome because the parent messaging feature lets you translate, or it translates automatically into the family's home language. And so the parent that I'm meeting with speaks exclusively Spanish. So that's going to help us so much with communication. So anyway, and then luckily I have an hour of planning today because I have a crap ton to do. I wanted to do my first Friday rotations tonight, or this afternoon, which means I have to have my word work words, like my sight words and my spelling words and my fluency sheets prepped. So I got to get that done. Oh, it's going to be a crazy day. But we got this. Let's go. Hey friends, I am now driving home from work. My cough is almost gone. My cold is almost completely over. I'm still feeling fine. Sorry I didn't get a chance to film today. Today was a whirlwind, but you know what? It's so crazy the difference a day can make, because today was a wonderful day. All of my lessons went really smoothly. the kids did the very best they've ever done on our CKLA skills lesson. Just with their ability to focus and participate. They did such a good job. One of my kiddos did have a meltdown at the end of the day, but other than that, it was a really good day. Our end of the day routine was a little chaotic just because I was trying to have my sanitizer sanitize the desks and put away Chromebooks while we were also gathering up all of our stuff and our lunchbox and fixing everything. I don't know. And our room was kind of a mess because we did Friday rotations for the first time. But it was a really good day. It was such a good day. I love my job. I know this is such a different tone from yesterday, but yeah, it was great. So for our rotations today, every Friday we're going to be doing like a different set of rotations than we'll do on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So we just tried them today. They glued their fluency passage, their sight words, and their spelling words into their notebook. They got some choice time as two of the rotations. They got to book shop in my library and do some reading. They got to meet with me. Normally in the future, this is when I'm going to record their hot fluency read. So like when they've been practicing all week, I'll see how they're sounding by the end of the week. But today we just did a reader since it was our first time. But they've got their fluency passage in their book for next week. So we'll get started with that. And then they also did some work on Amplify Online. Just some work on their Chromebook. So it was really good. And I had all my kiddos here today, which is always so great. I love it when they're all here. No one's missing anything. We've had some issues with tattling, so we are working on solving problems independently and using Kelso's choices. I don't know if you guys have heard of those, but it's things like walk away, ask them to stop, find a new game, share, apologize, things like that. Strategies that you can use to solve problems without having to go tattle and tell an adult. But we talked about the difference between a big problem and a small problem. So if it's a big problem, you come tell an adult. If someone's bleeding or hurt or in danger, that's when you come tell. But if it's a small problem, you can work it out. I also had to introduce my discipline plan today. So I talked to them about how they'll get 2 warnings on a specific behavior, and then they have to change their card over to yellow. I know it's like an ancient system, but that's just what we're starting with. And it's in a very discreet place in my room. I think if you saw my classroom setup, you remember where it is. It's not on display for everyone to see all the time, and it's labeled by number, not by name. And my kids don't really know each other's numbers that well, so it's not easy to figure out. But we're doing a color card system and following an outline set of consequences, and that did help some of our behavior today, some of it. So we'll keep working on it. Had really effective plan time, got a lot of things done, a lot of things prepped, so it felt good. It was a good day. Tonight we are going to another football game that my nephew is having. It's a fun way to end the week. And then tomorrow we are having some dessert to celebrate my husband's birthday. Making him some fruit pizza, which is basically a giant sugar cookie with frosting made out of Cool Whip, cream cheese, and sugar blended together, spread on top, and then you just put a bunch of sliced fruit on top, and it is amazeballs. It's so good. So we're gonna celebrate that tomorrow. And then on Sunday, man, I'm really gonna dive into the curriculum and get more familiar with it, at least the lessons that I'm teaching next week, so that that can go a little more smoothly. But yeah, it was a good week. So it was a crazy week with the sickness and sub-plans and just highs and lows. It was a nutty week, but it was a good week. So I just want to thank you guys for coming along with me on this journey. My next vlog will be probably another week in the life or a few days in my life, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified about all of my future videos. And if you like this video, like it, tell me why in the comments below so that I can make sure my content is catered towards my viewers. So I'm making the kind of stuff you guys like to see. And I love you guys. You are awesome. Thank you so much for all of your comments, all of your input. I love being a part of this community. It's amazing. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. And happy fall! I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!